Okay, here we are. Hi,
Oh,
Dave. How are you?
good. I'm checking your.
It
There
says
we go.
it says it's
Took
live.
it just took a while.
It took a while. We're doing a rando stream because I was bored and, and Dave was eating ice cream.
Oh, okay. Note to self.
What?
They definitely can hear you during your video thing.
During the video thing?
Yeah, yeah. So they
We're
messed this up, anyways.
we're getting on. I listen. I It's too buggy right now for me to use, and which is I can
Yeah,
go back to the old seamless version. But we're on Go Light Stream right now. I will say this: the folks who are doing it are really, really responsive. Like, they are fantastic in talking to people. I'm tired of having to deal with using Social Stream to bring comments on the stream. I'm
Hi,
tired
Glenn.
of having to do RTMP. Is Glenn on here?
Yep.
I don't see any comments on
I
here.
don't see chat.
No, I don't see any chat. Give me a second here. Auto find because I didn't do the live sources yet. Give me a second here. I'm not signed in. or the social stream wasn't signed in. There we go. Close this. Are there any live sources?
Should be. I'm seeing one.
It's social stream is not letting me log into my thing. Give me a second here.
Mediocre.
We got all sorts of people on here, and I can't do anything. Give me a second, guys. This is why I'm tired of using kludged in setups anymore. I'm done. Uh,
Yeah, I'm done too. I'm definitely
I
moving to
just
something.
I just want it to work. That's all I want. And
That's all.
I'm really fond of these folks.
And I'm sick
They're
of using
so
OBS. OBS has so many issues.
I mean, it's really powerful.
Yeah, it does its job, but it's just
Yeah, I don't know. All right,
requires so much work.
I'm getting my URL so that I can just put this in here. Let's see if we can make the stream go live. Activate the source. Well, that was dumb. I don't know. And the chat's not working. So who knows what's going on? I'm going to close this chat. This is why we do this, so you guys don't have to.
Yeah, I don't even know if I'm gonna continue streaming, honestly.
I know. I'm sorry. I know you're having a hard time with it. See, now I have the stream coming up on the other social stream. I don't know. Running Myriad's Legend session, but I just wanted to say hi. Cool. How you doing, man? All right, so I want to. Of course, the overlay message is not working anymore, but I gotta get the new URL for that. Copy link. Browser source. This is such a pain in the neck. Oh, the other thing is you can't change a browser URL after you create the source. It won't let
Nope,
you
you have to
do it,
create a new one.
which is just dumb.
I like I like Lightstream. It does video really well, like communication between two people very
Yeah.
well. Like I
Yeah.
didn't have any problems with any of my players being able to
Uh-huh.
log on to it and get connected.
Right.
But man,
It's
it
rough.
the new update is just
It's
really
rough.
bad.
It's rough. It really is. It's not they tried to do a whole lot. I can't fault them for it. Let's see if the thing's working now. Nope, it's not working anymore. Of course it's not. See if it's working in the copy link. Where's my Safari?
I
15
blame
minutes
that
to
your Mac.
No, it's got nothing to do with my Mac. Stop it. Just stop that. Stop that nonsense. All right, leave a comment quick so that I can see, because I can see chat. I just can't highlight it for whatever reason, unless it's cropped out. Hi, chat. There you go. See, there you are. It doesn't work in the browser that pops up for social stream, or for stream, like social stream in the thing, but it will show up if I open up the web page and do it, because that's normal. Um, but there's Dave with high chat. He's up.
There we go.
Yeah, I wish I could center that a lot easier, but oh well. I'll leave it up.
What are you gonna do?
I anymore.
Well, and then somebody leaves a six line chat, and then you end up
Then I
not
have to
centered
move it around.
anymore. Yep,
So anyway, we're doing this because we were bored, and we're talking about going to other systems than the one that we're currently using, which is great.
I'm really
Um, I
I'm
like
sad I'm not
Evo.
going. I'm sad I'm not going to Dragon Con.
Is Dragon Con going on right now?
Starting, yeah,
Wow.
tomorrow.
Where is that?
Atlanta.
Yeah, I can't afford to go anywhere right now. I'm saving up for Gamehole Con.
I'm saving up for Page because it's going to cost me a lot.
Yeah, everybody. Dave's coming to Page. He's going to be a vendor, and everybody needs to come out to Page and buy stuff from him so that he can come to more conventions.
Don't everybody come. I only have 100 books. That's
A
all I'm
100
bringing.
people have to come and
And
make sure that they buy books from Dave. I don't know. Um, yeah.
maps for Dread. Dread's going to be at my vending booth.
Oh, Dreadbox
I'm
is
going to be.
coming too?
Yeah, I'm sending his. I'm selling his maps at my booth.
Oh, that's awesome because he does all the maps for your games. That's really cool. I like that. So we
Yep.
have, oh, Daddy rolled a one. I can't wait to watch the whole thing. I'm going, hi, Martin. How are you, man? I'm actually on the thing that I got you off of right now, and it's a pain in the neck just because I have to hack in so many things. So I am looking forward to seeing you on EV Mooks, doing your first live stream tomorrow. At what time? So you're on kid duty, but just tell me what time, and I'll make sure people know. Um, so Daddy rolled a one is one of the best dungeon tubers out there right now, and he's doing his first live stream tomorrow. I think it's 5 East Western time or Pacific time. So it's 8 Eastern,
8
if I
Eastern.
remember. He's talking with the mini developer. Hiya. Oh no. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We're all gonna watch you. We're all gonna watch you. Yeah, and I'm moving myself over to what I moved you to as we were trying to get this all set up. So what other things we got going on? So Dragon Con is going on. Monty Cook knocking out of the ballpark right now with their cipher system updates. Let me see what their current total is at here. Did I delete all their stuff? Updates, ciphers funded. I'm gonna see if I can
Oh,
get that URL and we'll
I
pull it
gotta,
up.
well, I gotta back that.
It's worth it. They did a really good job. So currently they are at 441 $441,095. It was $100,000 goal. Here we
Nice.
go. 5 p.m. Pacific, Arduin live stream. There you go, Martin. Looking for it. I have a family dinner tomorrow, but I'll be tuning in as soon as I can. So hopefully I won't miss too much.
I might be streaming during that time frame, so I probably won't. Daddy rolled a one, but I
He's
might. I'll probably watch it later.
Yeah, and Martin, you have to meet Dave because Dave's awesome. Two really good people. So let me see if I can bring this URL up. Will it copy over from my iPad? That would be nice. Let's let people see. Add browser source. And there's no way to interact with the browser source. So
I don't. I'm so
preview
frustrated.
unavailable. Yeah, or it's just screwed up. I'm not dealing with it.
I'm
Um,
so frustrated.
I had a lot of problems with browser sources. Martin, thank you. Yeah, we're gonna try to watch, man. That's great. But they are at just, just a little bit shy of,
Oh,
$500,000. They have already did a player's book expansion, so they're doing um, a 2-book set for this because they're trying to cut down cost if you're just gonna play, and because the Cypher System core book alone right now is like $80. It gets expensive, and it then you have to buy white spine books to do genres and stuff like that. You don't have to, but it helps. You really don't have to buy anything because it's all in their SRD.
mm.
Um, but they are expanding the Cipher System rulebook. That was their first with, and the cool thing is, Dave, is that they're doing it not by how much they raise, but by how many backers they get.
Mm.
So let me try. I'm going to try to bring the screen share up. So give me a second here.
I mean,
I'll open up Firefox and stream that and get it over on the other monitor. There we go. So I really thought that was a neat way. I've never seen anybody do it that way. It's always been like, if we raise this much money, and this has been uh, who they are or how many people are backing. So
I
let's
mean,
add a
I'd
screen.
much rather do it that way,
I think
in
it's
my
cool because
opinion,
it shows. I think it shows more support. Like you don't because it's
because
not just like you
I
don't have the
mean,
people like I'm all in and doing $500 bids. It's the number of people who are doing it, which I think is cool. Brave tab, no. Entire screen, screen 2. There we go. I'll bring that up. So they can't see us right now.
oh, okay. But I'm wondering if they can hear us is the
Oh,
question.
they can because it's just overlaid over top of us.
Oh, all right.
So can I just bring that? There's no easy way to hide things either, which is a pain in the neck. You can unhide things easier. Anyway, so they can see us. So if you're looking at the stream, where's my mouse? There it is. So this is currently what they got raised 441. Oh, 416. They've gone up and they have 2,500 backers with 30 days left. So that's not bad for their first day.
I mean, I
Um,
broke my cipher book, so I need a new one
that's right,
anyways.
because you threw it and it cracked. I forgot about that. You should have called them. I bet you they've been like, "Oh, sorry." Um, because that should not have happened. So here's how they're doing their stretch goals. So 1,200 was the first stretch goal, and that got the player's book expansion. 1,700 was to upgrade premium features. So the backers are getting foil covers. So that's kind of cool. And then 2,200 was a new book, The Strange. Let me hide this really quick. So hide. So I actually knew that The Strange was going to be one of the stretch goals. I have to brag a little bit because I was on a call with them the week before it went live. They're like, we're going live this day, and this is one of the things that we're adding, and this is now the limit of the knowledge that I had beforehand. So The Strange, this was the first book that I requested from Monty Cook for a review copy. And they're like, somebody wants that because it's like a 10-year-old game. This is awesome because it's all let me look this up here. So it's all these things called recursions, and they're all developed from human myth, legend, and like story. And
Mm,
you can go to them, and some of them, like really old ones, are like be like the size of a continent, and then like or really powerful ones are like the size of a continent. But most of them are like maybe the size of a couple city blocks. And some of the people that you meet in the Strange are just like they're just functioning inside this reality, and to them, it's everything. And then every
mhm.
now and again, you'll meet someone in one of the recursions that has the spark, and they are aware that they're in a limited world and that there's another worlds out there. It's very, very cool. I've always wanted to run in it, and the kind of the in joke, I don't know if it's the in joke, but like the inside understanding is like, yeah, basically because of the Strange, you can do anything in Cipher System and port stuff over to another world because it's all just the Strange.
Have you ever tried to do like a dimensional shift in cipher?
No, I want to. So, The Strange is one of the ones that I wanna do, or I wanna take the concept of. So, there are a couple of things that I've read in Numenera. I had to think of the name of the game. I'm kinda tired and we're bored. So it's there are a couple things in Numenera that I read. There's a couple things like The Strange that I read, and then there's other games like Open Legend where it's just so easy to completely shift the genre because the only thing that would change is the way that you narrate stuff. All the dice rolls
Right,
remain exactly the same. All like
right.
and Cipher System is kind of like that. I think the second edition they're trying to improve on that. There's certain things like instead of just having one skill driving, it's like driving a car, driving a no, just driving. Um, but so there's certain aspects of it that I was like, I would love to do a start here and go over here. One of the things I always was tempted to do is to run an adventure as a one shot um, in um, the Origin, which is like this really cool game that I really want to run. But actually have, like, my in-person group play it, and then, like, as the origin goes on, like, reveal, like, they're their Numenera characters, but they got sucked into this thing, and
Mm.
then slowly bring their Numenera abilities into the world of the strange until they have to break out as themselves. Like, that would be cool. Of course, I probably have Justin, who's on the Numenera group, reading this, and he'll just ruin it, or watching this, he'll ruin it eventually. But yeah, that to me would be really cool. And then if they get let's see what else they got here. If they get 2,600 backers, they're gonna do the GM's book expansion, more equipment, more ciphers, creatures, everything. And then there's more stretch goals coming. I don't know any more of the stretch goals. That's all that I know at this point. This is cover art. I mean, it's just beautiful.
Yeah. I
So
mean,
yeah,
Monty Cook's stuff is always beautiful.
they do really good stuff. Um, you know, the task difficulties are all staying the same. Essentially, the only thing that's really mechanically changing is the way that damage is taken.
Oh,
Because now instead of coming from your pools, it basically goes to the damage track right away. So there's a certain amount of wounds you can take before you go down.
so it's a
So
wound system now. Okay.
yeah, it's I'm not. I have to see how they're actually doing it, but it's very much like a wound system. I'm not sure if you are degrading over time. The way that like your 3 wounds, but I guess the damage track worked that way, so I think it must. So, yeah, they're going straight wound system, I guess. Peter should be happy.
Like
Um,
wound systems. I think they're nice,
they are nice. I think they're good. And they said, and
which
then
is funny.
you can keep your pools and don't have to worry about, why isn't letting me zoom out? Zoom out, darn it. Um, then here's the pledge levels. They have decks now. No, it let me zoom in, it wouldn't let me zoom out. They are going to VTTs. So you have different
Which
pledge levels.
VTTs?
They're going alchemy and roll 20, believe it or not.
Ugh, roll 20. I'm okay with
No.
alchemy, but roll 20.
So they love Foundry. I mean, their current let me hide this. Their current character builder lets you export for Foundry. They really love
Right.
Foundry. The problem is that they're working on like this is the way that they can get the money for the investment back fastest is roll 20 and alchemy.
I
Um
know.
so that's the bad things. They have a
That's
9
business.
Yeah, they have a $99 which gets you both books and some digital stuff. I actually upgraded to the 169 and, I'm bringing that up
Oh,
so I
too
can
too much money, not enough money.
I s listen, I had a really good month, in June, July, so I had a really good payment coming in. I'm like, "Okay, well, I'll blow all that, and then I won't buy anything at Game Holcon." I know
Ugh,
nothing of the system. Hi, Chris. I know nothing of the system, but are the wounds descriptive and do they affect specific actions? So The way that Monte Cook Games has worked in the past is that they had this thing called the damage track. So in Numenera, which is the start of the Cypher system, and then in Cypher Core, you have 3 pools. You have might, speed, and intellect. And then anytime one of your pools emptied out, you would go 1 step down on the damage track, which would change the amount of points that you need to do for effort, and you can't do any, special exploits or special exploits or special moves, when you roll really well, and you cannot do I think it was more than +1 damage if you get a really good hit. So, and then your 2nd tier down, you basically could just crawl. You couldn't do anything. So from what I read, they're expanding that out a little bit, so it does look like the wounds are gonna have a deliberate like a debilitative effect, as you progress down, and it's an extension of the way the damage track used to work, basically. So it's not tied to your pools anymore. So, but here's what I backed, and I upped it because thank you, Pete Magna, for making me up my back from 99 to 169 because he's like, "Wes, they have decks," and I'm like, "Ugh, decks." So they're going with mostly, subtle ciphers now because they want that to be the default unless it's a genre where it fits that would be manifest ciphers. And so they have new decks for the ciphers. They have I can't even think about that. What is that? The, Oracle deck, which doesn't interest me at all. The Oracle decks have never interested me, but then they have these, genre zines that they're coming out with for fantasy, science fiction, and then that is a superhero, which is that's of course, that's one of the things that I actually run, so that's kinda fun. Hey, Eric. And so that's what I got, and, of course, if you do back now, you get the current Cipher System rulebook in PDF, the adventures library in PDF, and the settings library in PDF, none of which helps me because I own it all already. Um, but pretty cool. And then it gets better from there. If you do one of, like, their highest, it's like the 260 or 230, you actually get a special edition of the Cipher Bestiary with the foil cover, and it has the one literally to bring a creature from old Cipher System to new Cipher System, you have to change one line of text because the way damage applies is different now, and that's all you have to change. So one of the cool things that they did was I asked this on the call that we had with them, is if you buy it, they've designed it so that if you have the current Cipher Bestiary and you don't do the tier that has the new one, the current Cypher Bestiary will fit in the slipcase. I thought that was a nice touch.
That is a nice
Monty
touch.
and Monty Cook is kinda good with stuff like that. They don't tend to screw over their
Wait, they're
their
doing monthly
fans.
payments also?
Yeah, they're
You
doing
can do
monthly payments
monthly
too.
payment?
So I actually was like, I could do a $42 a month, and that would spread it out a little bit, and then it could be a Christmas present. Swords and Stones, how you doing? King Eric, the greatest of all, how are you doing? So yeah, I thought that was cool that they're breaking it down into payments. And again, that goes into how all their stretch goals are working. Like I
I don't
think
know if
they're
I
doing this if you buy it, they will come. All right, Eric, I
damn
can
it.
always count on you. Um, so the way that Monte Cook just does, they don't want to screw over their community, which is fun. Hey, Sean Luke, how are you doing, man? Good to see you. I need to review, Dirtbags. It's still on my shelf. Where is it? Here it is. Everybody,
Not
that's the
much.
Dungeons Keys game. Dirtbags is fun. So, and I need to review this. It's just like a sci-fi shooter where you're just a bunch of convicts who are getting who got pulled out into the RIP division, um, to do dangerous stuff that nobody wants to do. So yeah, but that's what Monte Cook kind of does. So I don't think they're not doing the crowdfunding necessarily to get all the capital, because I don't think they're cash strapped all that much. It helps the capital, it helps them do cooler stuff. They really want to get the excitement out there for stuff, which is really kind of cool.
Yeah, I want the
And I like
bestiary.
that. Your audio is all screwed right now.
Yeah, is too.
Mine is too. Is mine on the
Yeah.
stream, guys? Is Dave's on the stream? How much of a higher tide do you petitioner have to contribute for you to buy this new product? Eric, I love you, man. You keep asking that. That's not how it works. Um, and doing great. Been a while. Just saw you go live, so I thought I'd stop by. Yeah, and I'm assuming that you're not coming to PAX U this year and having to cross a border and be subject to the nonsense that this country's going through. And yes, I do need to review it. And everybody needs to go buy dirt bags because it's really, really fun and cool, and very simple. You were all
I
both
should pick
stuttering,
it up.
so yeah, we're
I
both
love it.
stuttering on stream. This is Lightstream, man. I don't know what's going on. Dave is a little robotic, so it's apparently it depends on where you are. I don't get it. We're going to EV Books.
Yeah,
Um, we're not doing it now because hopefully we'll refresh.
I sound
Um,
a little robotic. I'm gonna try something to see if I can
okay,
fix that.
we're both stuttering a bit. I'm sorry, guys. So Lightstream was really, 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 really nice and simple, a really simple streaming thing. I'm also hearing an echo, which is strange because we're both wearing headphones. You sound very I can hear you now. Eric is awesome. Um, so Go Lightstream was really, really simple. It was very bare bones, but it had some really cool features like multi-camera and browser overlays, which are really cool. Oh, Jen's here. Hey, Jen. Dave, this is the blind bard. She's one of the people doing the interviews at Page with me.
Oh, cool.
Jen's awesome. Um, and then Lightstream did this update where I have to give them credit. They really are going
Oh,
to
man.
they're trying to knock it out of the park because they added really, really, really cool professional features, and the people who are behind it are really responsive. And if you like, they spent an hour on me with Discord just trying to get like a problem with like a camera not carrying over from one scene to another. So they're really, really friendly and really, really responsive. And I think they're going to knock this out of the park. But it's very Twitch centric, which is not something that I stream to. And so like little things like the YouTube chat's not built in. So I'm using a third party app, which we were spending 10 minutes to try to work into this
With
thing.
that.
I had to bring my own lower thirds in, which is not awful because I think my lower thirds look better anyway. Um, and there's no transitions between streams. Like and if I can't stream to a pre-scheduled YouTube stream. Um, I have to do that through RTMP. None of these things are huge deal breakers for me. It's just that I'm tired and I just want the dang thing to work out the box, and EVMux does, and this isn't, and that makes me sad. But I'm gonna keep an eye on Go Lightstream. We're gonna be moving over. I'm gonna keep an eye on this because I think they're going to get there
Yeah, I think so too. Just think it needs a few more months
of baking, but I
baking.
need it to work. I can't be messing around with stuff. So
Oh, me too. I mean, I need it. I can't be playing. Like
yeah,
I have to deal with six people all at once. I have to
yeah.
deal with so.
Yeah, you can't, and you have to. You're not. I can't hear you now, and I can't hear you now, and
Yeah,
which was how OBS was getting with Video Ninja
Video
too.
Ninja. Yeah.
And I just want it to work. I just want to turn it on and have it work, and I don't mind paying for it. And Jen says hello to you, Dave.
Hello.
Jen, you'll meet Dave at Page because Dave is one of the vendors.
Yep.
Yes, I actually think I'm going to if I can figure out how to save the money up. I'm going to try to splurge to be one of the dead character board sponsors.
Oh,
I'll
I'm
get a
definitely being a sponsor.
I'm gonna get a Cleasicon on there as a sponsor, which should be fun. So, have you tried the Fonzie trick? Eric, yeah. Yeah, I'm just not that cool.
Yeah, it's just
Actually, not
streaming
even that cool.
software.
I'm just not cool.
Streaming
Um,
software is good to the point where like it wants to be good, but then they do things to help video game streamers
yeah,
mostly.
and that's what Go Late
And
Stream is primarily for.
we're not a video game streamer.
Yep. So I'm not on Twitch, so it's got just got things I don't want. I'm gonna like I said, I'm gonna keep an eye on it, and it will get there, and hopefully it will save me some money when it does. If it even if they go up to the $19 a month, because they did upgrade their price a little bit with the update that they just did. But even if they go up to the $19 for the base model of EV Mux, the features that they have on it are they're on par with their $40 a month one.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
I don't know. We'll see what happens.
I'm definitely going to I'm definitely going to EV Monks because I played with their free version and their free version was really nice. It doesn't do everything I need. I need to go to the higher levels, but it. I mean, it definitely. I mean, I could definitely see. I like that you can have like collaborator seats, co-hosts.
Well, that's what I like because then one of us could be sitting there fielding the comments. We don't have to be worrying about banning people because the other person on there can be like, "Nope, bye."
Right.
Um, I think that's awesome. So we will have to see. I'm gonna probably do it in the next month or so. I have an interview scheduled next week with Peter from Tales from Elsewhere,
Ooh,
and I probably should pay for it, but I just shelled out for Monty Cook, so we'll see. I don't know. Wes, make a DC-15 Arcana check to see if we figure out the streaming service. No, no, I will not. I do not play 5e. So, har, har, har. Actually, I'm going to do it anyway, but I'm going to do it on my digital dice. So, hold on. All right. What do you say, DC-15?
he did 15.
That's a wisdom check, right?
Mm-hmm.
What is my wisdom, Dave? What's my wisdom modifier?
Plus 2.
Okay,
Wait,
plus
no,
2.
wait, no, plus
Oh,
3
wait, no,
because
this is, I was about to say, this
you're a
is
cleric.
5e. This is 5e. You're giving me a plus 2? All right, and D12, 20. Okay.
You're a cleric. That's why you get a plus 3.
No, I rolled a 13. So no, I did not figure out the streaming service. I rolled a 13. I can prove it too. See, I rolled a 10 with a plus 3, 13. Skillum's doing Discord chat rolls, and we're not on Discord, Skillum. We're on YouTube. It doesn't have that bot. Constitution check to stomach the price. That's totally where I am, man. That's where we are. Um, but it's a for the fun thing is for what most folks don't know is that if we do it, it's a tax write-off. So essentially, I get the money back eventually. It's just having to shell it out in the first place.
First place,
It's a
yeah.
little bit rough.
I
Because
think I'm.
I don't make money off of DM Tales. I definitely take a loss every year.
Oh, I
So
make a huge loss on
yeah,
Grimweek games. Um, I'm going to do it next week. I think
I I'll
so.
see what happens.
Well, maybe you can be a co-host and you can check it out.
Yeah, and I'll just add myself as a thing. That's the one thing. It's like, how can you do that? If I'm a
Like,
co-host, can I stream to my thing? That's their
can't
professional
s-
thing.
can't see why you couldn't because it's just RTMP.
Did you
You just put the RTMP in there.
Eric really is Eric, you always chime in on or focus in on my vocation. Did you include your divine
You got
inspiration
an
bonus
inspiration
on your roll?
bonus.
didn't have one. I'm on sabbatical, man. Dungeons Key, tax write-offs. There you go, man. That's how I'm able to continue doing stuff for
Doing
DuckTales.
this. Same here.
So they do until they all get taken away because we're small people and we don't count.
Yeah, we don't make
Um,
enough money.
I don't make any. I don't make money. I lose it. So
On yeah, I mean, I've yeah, between the two books, I've lost a crap ton of money.
we're getting you there. We're gonna get you up.
I'm just doing it because I like it.
Yeah, you're good. Wes's office is probably tax free.
I think it's funny. They think you're in an office.
I'm in my I am in the parsonage. So technically it is tax
I
exempt.
guess. Yeah,
I do pay Social Security tax on the rental value of the parsonage, so
that's
that
true.
kind of gets me. Um, Pastor taxes are very very weird. I am actually in my guest room, which Dave has slept in.
I have, and it's very small.
So Dave
It
has
looks bigger than it's small than it
it
is.
like this is the wall, and then over here, like here, I'll move my camera over a little bit. They'll be able to see. Like you can see how it goes to another bookshelf. Um, I did what you're not supposed to do, which is to move the camera during stream. As I try to get through. So yeah, I am like in this little cubby of a space to go through. Mr. Blawface is here. Hi, Wes and Dave. And yeah, generally we do it for
Hey,
the love of
Neil.
the hobby. What if you asked for GPs instead of money? What is a GP? What is a G? Oh, gold pieces. Okay. Yeah,
I mean,
that
technically,
would
they
be worth.
actually make more money that way.
Yeah, I would. I appreciate what you do in and out of the TTRPG community, Wes. Thank you, Skillum. Nice to have you here, man. Is the office bigger than a hobbit hole? No, no, no,
No,
no. No, no. Hobbit holes are big and cozy and comfy and have like larders and spare bedrooms. And no, no, I am in a cubby. So yeah, I'd figure out the gold piece eventually. I just didn't get the context. I've been running Numenera so much. People want shins. Um, in Dragonbane, it's all silver. So yeah, I don't think I've given you one gold piece in Dragonbane yet, have I?
nope,
I'm
not
keeping you
me.
poor.
I am dirt poor in Dragonbane, actually.
Dirt poor, and I actually so Dave can you describe your character for Dragonbane? I'm
Quacksar
gonna rearrange all our sources because I don't like how screwed up we are.
Quacksar is a uh, barbarian fighter who thinks he's a wizard. So he goes and casts spells by doing stuff like throwing his axe and yelling out lightning bolt. And he tried to climb a wall, run across the wall and do like a wall run to the other side of a cavern, and yelled out spider climb, but then he failed his roll.
And fell down
So
a hole and took 3d6 damage. And we were certain that that was the end of Quacksar, and we would not see Quacksar anymore because I don't think anybody was going to try to climb down the hole to revive you. And do you remember what your damage roll was?
I think it was like
It was a 3.
4. Yeah, it
It
was
was a
3.
3. You rolled 3d6 damage. Even when I'm not rolling the damage that is done to people, it still goes off. It's great. Hobbit holes also change size compared to Gandalf, depending on rings versus Hobbit. That is true. That is indeed true. When is EcclesiaCon RPG? When EcclesiaCon is going to be May 1st and 2nd in 2026, if we are still allowed to travel then. But that is when it's going to be. So we're just doing
I
it.
gotta request that off.
Yeah, we're just doing Friday, Saturday. And I hope, yeah, you're coming down. Is your wife coming this year?
I don't know yet.
Okay. We're just doing Friday, Saturday, but we're doing all day Friday. So, and I'm on sabbatical, so I'm a little like lagging behind, but I have to get my team starting to do things like get all the stuff for the auction. Quacksar the crazy. He's a little bit off. And the bit well, he's been depressed for several sessions. We took like a month off because everybody was traveling, but he's been depressed because one of the other players' characters died and he came back and his new character is an actual magic user, and Quacksar is not happy with that.
Well, no, that's not the reason why he's depressed. He's depressed because he lost a party member and his magic didn't help.
That's right. But you are taking it out on him.
Oh yeah, I definitely don't like him. But it has his depression has nothing to do with the new character. It has to do with losing the previous character.
Okay. Just to clarify. Quacksar's been on a bender for like the last month. It's great. Don't you? I want the Ecclesiacon RPG Shadow Dark Hack. I don't have time.
Uh,
I was going to write an RPG on sabbatical if I would have gotten the grant, and I didn't get the grant. And so now I am uh, working on RPGs and chaplaincy because our friend Jorben is from Asheville, North Carolina, and he had to run out of his home last year because of the hurricane. And I'm like, how do we help people rediscover agency and work through their angst without doing counseling? Because I'm not a licensed counselor, but chaplaincy, helping people in the immediate moment, that would be really cool. Mr. Blawface says, I want to go to Ecclesiacon. I want you to come to Ecclesiacon, Mr. Blawface. That would be great. How close is Ecclesiacon to an airport? 20
20
minutes
minutes? Yeah.
in bad traffic. No, 20 minutes in good traffic, a half an hour, 45 minutes in bad traffic. It really depends on how bad 95 is and if you know the back ways. Because I am 4 blocks in the Delaware River from the Tacony section of Palmyra. And I'm 4 blocks in the river from I-95, which goes down to Philadelphia Airport. So very cool. Dungeons Key, very cool. Thank you. Throwing holy water on people works too. No, 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 that just makes them angry. Unless they're hot. I don't think most people kind of get the concept, but that's good. Or if they're vampires, they might like melt. I haven't really tried. Eric knows
Yeah.
how to derail stuff, which is great.
I gotta decide what I'm running at Ecclesiacon this year.
Everything. I am familiar with 95 through Richmond, Virginia. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. I can't I can't put it any other way than that. Because 95 from Washington, D.C. through Richmond, Virginia is the worst road on planet Earth. And I live in the city with the Schuylkill Expressway, which is known around here as the Shorekill Distressway. Um, yeah, I go down to Williamsburg. My wife and I honeymoon there, and we just kept going as our vacation spot. And we have started doing the eastern shore of Maryland and going over the Chesapeake Bay Bridge Tunnel because I just refuse to drive the Beltway and 95 between DC and Richmond. It is the worst road on the planet. It's often. I grew up in Hampton Roads, and yes, 95 there is horrible. You are correct. I love Hampton Roads. Driving through Hampton Roads is so cool because you're like driving along all the bays, and they got a little tunnel there. It just looks like a really neat place. Of course, you also have all the Navy stuff, so if you make the wrong turn, you might get shot. But
Shot,
hey,
but yeah.
many times to Williamsburg. It's a cool spot. Although the current people who run it are like, hey, like we can't make people make decisions about how bad slavery is. No, 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 we can. And Williamsburg was doing a really fantastic job with that for a long time too. You come out of the roundabout. Oh wow, yeah. I-95 goes from Maine to Florida. Yes, indeed it does.
It sure does.
And I have driven it from Philadelphia all the way down to Florida. It's
Yeah,
not fun.
I mean, you should drive it up to Maine.
Blawface keeps getting blocked. How? Is it telling you you're commenting too much? I don't have anything turned off. Lots of drugs run up and down 95. Yeah. That's pretty much just the name of like lots of drugs run up and down interstates because they're the rivers of modern United States. Yeah. And you basically drive 95 all the way down here, don't you? Or do you
Uh,
take 84?
no, I take 84 because I don't want to deal with the traffic in inner. I don't want to go through New York at all, city. So I
Yeah.
avoid New York City whatsoever.
Yeah, it's
But
not that's not a fun drive
most
going
of
through New
it's
York.
95 all the way.
Because I mean, we used to live in Boston area, so we would go Parkway or New Jersey Turnpike, which is 95, to the Parkway to 87, 287, 87. Went across the Tappan Zee. Now it's the Governor Cuomo Bridge.
I literally drive. I drive to Morrisville
Uh huh.
to avoid New York.
You know what was a fun drive for us? The last time we were up in Massachusetts, in central Massachusetts, we drove the Mass Pike all the way out and just came down the New York Thruway, and that was a really nice drive.
I'm going to the King Richard's Fair in October.
Are you
So
really?
yeah, so I'm going to where our hotel is in Medford. So it's about 20 minutes out of to the King Richard's Fair. So yeah, I did. That's where
There
most
you
of
go.
my money went this month.
Yep, there you go. Skillen wants to know if I come to EcclesiaCon, can I sleep in a pew? Um, I don't know if I want to broadcast that. I think my church would be a little bit freaked out if I just had random gamers sleeping in pews. Like, maybe I could
Yeah,
hire as a security guard. Like he's not sleeping here. He's the overnight security guard. I don't know. I could try to find you a roommate though. It would be more comfortable. Our pews are not comfortable. Also, it gets hot. It would remind me of the youth outings with the Quaker group. There are like, listen, church lock-ins are a rite of passage. They really are. And Mr. Buffus, I did that just going up the other guy. Really good. I'll be respectful. I would not think otherwise, sir. I understand.
I don't know. It's
Um,
East Gillum. I would think otherwise.
man, he's throwing you under the bus. What? Man, that was just mean.
East Gillum's been with my Twitch since the beginning. I know him
Skillen's
too well.
Skillen's awesome. So it's gonna be fun. I'm Catholic. I listen. You don't have to drop a tithe. Like this is good.
Oh,
First
hold
off,
on.
I don't demand that of anybody for any of that. And then second off, the entire thing is a fundraiser. So if you're coming, you're fundraising for part for the church and part for whatever we do. We'll probably do Book Smiles again this year. God is God. Yeah. 50 security guards. I don't know. Oh my gosh. They're going to start petitioning to have a camp out in the church on EcclesiaCon. I don't know if that's really good. We love you too, man. Thank you. Blobface wants
I just got a cramp in my leg.
out. Stand up and walk around. This is riveting YouTube entertainment.
Oh,
Watching
I
Dave
know.
scream in pain.
Scream in pain. Okay, there we go.
Dude, I
I
got
think.
one of those. We were on Assateague and I was like, I am going to body surf one wave. I'm 52 years old. And I took the wave really well, but I kicked the first kick to get into the wave, to like drop into the wave, and just my entire calf went, and I like stopped, and I had like a softball there. I'm like, I'm too old for this. I can't do this anymore.
I wish this
So,
was my calf. It's not. It's my
oh, that's even worse.
crotches.
Stand up, walk away.
I don't think I can right now,
Oh
or I would.
no! Roll. Let's watch you roll out of your chair and scream in pain on the floor, and we'll just watch.
You might have to.
Uh, we'll do that with compassion. Um, what
I'm gonna.
hotels are near your church? We have a hotel up in Cinnaminson. I think it's a sleep in. That's where people have slept the last couple of years. They have done a really good job of it. The EcclesiaCon website does have a list of some nearby hotels. Some of them are a little bit further away, a little bit higher quality. There are a bunch of like old motels in Cinnaminson. Do not stay at those. Because that's basically because we don't do housing for people, we put them in hotels, and it's a lot of, like, flop houses for people who are either transitioning or are homeless, and they do not keep them up, unfortunately. The sleep-in's not too bad, though. Let's see what else we got up, but mostly put up the temp at, like, 62 deg I put the temp at 62 degrees. That's cold, man. It's bedtime for me and the boys. Rest of the stream. Thank you, sir. It was good to see you, man. And we got to talk soon because we need to have you run a game of dirtbags for us.
Yeah,
That'd be fun. I like how you're still trying to contribute.
I am still trying to contribute. I am, really am.
Steelum says Royal Constitution.
I'm
And
failing. I'm failing hard.
his Constitution's an 8, so he's a -1. And no, this is 5e. 8's is flat. Eric wants to sleep in the vestibule. You mean the narthex? I'm gonna do that to you since you've been bringing up the holy water.
Oh,
I don't think we're going to have anybody sleeping at the church for Ecclesiacon, but that's okay.
no.
I know tickets go on sale in September, but do you have an exact date? Well, the tickets will probably go on sale probably in October. It's May 1st and 2nd, Jen.
May
So, and
1st and 2nd.
you do not have to buy tickets because you would be a special guest.
Yes.
Um, and we'll have some fun. Also, but you have to wear for like interviews, you need to wear your cool mask because that thing's terrifying. I want to see you run a game with that and scare the living daylights out of someone. I think that would be awesome. Also, I'm just looking forward to seeing you at Page this year. So be fun. That is respectable. So, are you feeling okay? Is it passing?
Oh, it's not passing yet.
Are you kidding me? Are you sure it's just, well, you've been working, so I'm not like, are you sure it's just a cramp?
Oh, no. No, not sure.
Oh dear.
But it feels like a cramp. So,
Are your feet numb?
nope.
Okay, it's a cramp. We're doing Mr. Blotface is going to Page.
Are you going to Page, Neil? I didn't know you were going to Page.
You can hook a ride up
I only,
with Dave.
I only have so much room in my car. I'm already hooking up with Jason, and I have a friend coming with me.
Oh my gosh, you're bringing everybody. Go eat a banana, said. Go get some potassium.
I eat bananas like crazy. It's not a potassium thing.
I have
I
had one banana my entire life.
So, mind you all, I literally went from a job where I was walking 3,000 steps a day to a job that I am walking 20 to 30,000 steps a day. So, that's what's causing the problem.
Wow.
It's starting to fade. So,
Okay, good. Jen says she's happy to do that. My husband will have to buy a ticket. Yeah, okay. I'll make your husband buy a ticket. Shh, just between you and me and everybody watching. He probably doesn't have to buy a ticket. It's okay. It's okay. Drink water. I do a lot of water.
I just did. I drank like 19.2 ounces of it.
What is that you're drinking?
It's liquid death. It's just water with a little bit of sugar. Not sugar, but the fake sugar there.
Just like, I'm drinking water. I'm being healthy. What's that you're drinking, Dave? Liquid death.
Yeah, it's basically carbonated water with stevia. That's what I was trying to think of.
Stevia is interesting stuff. So, yay. What do you got coming up on channel?
That's a good question. I just had a poll on my channel on Discord, talking about the channel and what I'm going to do with it. And they pretty much, the current vote right now is adventure building is the current vote.
Adventure building?
Yeah.
Really?
Followed closely by one shots and world building.
I voted one shots.
So right now, I don't know what's coming up on the channel. The only thing that I really have going on the channel right now is Plaguebound.
Well,
Um,
I'm looking forward to that. I am drinking an IPA and have no cramp. You are in the wrong, Dave. That's Skillim.
I guess I am in the wrong. Uh,
Because if you're dehydrated and getting cramps, the one thing you really want to have
oh, there it
is
goes. It
alcohol.
released. Oh my god.
Oh, yay.
Oh, that feels so much better. Okay.
You were surprisingly coherent the entire time.
It was in a lot of pain too. Uh,
I could tell.
I
So
have a pretty high pain tolerance.
I do not. I would be definitely rolling on the ground, screaming in pain.
Um, I
So
think I'm going to do a Shadow Dark one shot on the channel.
that'll be fun.
Um, and I think I'm going to live stream play testing of my new system.
You've been trying to get playtesters for that for a while. I
Yeah,
have not
I
filled
have.
out the calendar because my September is not looking great.
I have, and
But
it looks like Friday nights are easiest for people. And well, my Friday nights just got freed up. So,
okay. Do you want to describe your new system?
um, it's basically a team-oriented fantasy game that uses no hit points, and everybody has a pool of points that they use for abilities, and it's shared. So everything is shared among the team. So it's all team oriented. So there's no like this person goes down and everybody has to rescue them. It's everybody it can help the team. It's skill check based. So you do have skill checks. That's all I know so far.
Well, I know one thing that Scrat and I backed you into the corner on.
Oh, it's DMs don't roll, and
They
that might change actually.
come on. I was that was like my championship moment. So Dave had the mistake of having Scrat and I come on to help him with like kind of like the foundational bit of the mechanics. And we went to the whole thing and Scrat and I almost at the exact same time said, "Well, Dave, how are you determining how the person gets hit then?" And Dave, the light went on, and Dave's like, "I'm making a GM-less role game, aren't I?" And I laughed because you hate those.
I hate them. I like rolling dice.
I do too, but I love running Numenera. I love it.
I love rolling dice, and I guess I'm making a GM-less game, but it's very early stages. It's probably at least 2, maybe 3 years away.
Yeah,
Um,
it is a really unique and cool setup. I really I think it's you're really onto something.
I'm
I
hoping to be.
yeah,
I want us. The goal of the game is to get teamwork to work together in a new and unique way.
right. So yeah, Mr. Blauface says it sounds like video games where players get other players up when they're down, and that sounds cool. And so you can correct me if I'm wrong, Dave. When we were working on it, that's kind of what we didn't want, just to have the typical I'm a tank,
It's
I
a
am
hundred
a
percent what I don't want. I There's
yeah.
no hit points. Like all damage. So the way damage is calculated is there the players have what I'm currently calling a player bar. I really got to get a better name
And
for it.
actually Skill goes, I picture power bars in a fighting game. So maybe it is like a
Yes,
video game.
it's actually
Um,
more. It's actually more like a fighting game than it is. Um, it is what like Neil said, um, because you have your own players have a bar that they have to fill based on the number of successes, and based on their number of failures, the enemy gets a bar based on their number of failures. So
mhm,
if you fail, the enemy gets a click in their direction. Now, there will be abilities that will allow you to reduce how many the enemies have or gain extra player bar points.
mhm.
But in general, um, it's and a lot of those. the ones that add extra player bars, it's you help an ally do something,
Mhm.
and then they get that extra bonus on
Yep.
their success. So
So it's not if it's helping your teammate doesn't feel like a waste of a turn.
correct.
Like, you're not just getting that guy up so that somebody else can do the cool stuff. It's like everything is set up for that, which is really cool. I what I like about it, Dave, is that the way it's set up then, um, you can set any type of contest in
Any
that.
type of
It's
contest,
not
combat.
limited to
It doesn't.
combat.
It could literally be two bards going at it with bardic voices in
Well,
a voice
you could do a
compare.
whole montage and be like,
Yeah,
"Okay, so
exactly.
we're in a caper at a ball,
Yep.
and these are we have so long to do these many things, before the enemy, gets their bar full."
Right.
It's just really cool stuff. I really think you're onto something.
I'm hoping. I want to play it so I can figure out if what's wrong with it so I can fix it.
Yeah, but when you play it the first couple times, do not get discouraged when
Oh no.
players can't break from the D&D mentality.
Oh no, I won't. There's
So,
definitely going to be that D&D mentality, and it's going to take a couple sessions for people to be like, "Oh, okay, that's how you play it." Um, but I'm hoping to get that going in
awesome.
mid-September.
I'm ho
So,
I really wanna try it because it just
um,
seems so cool. So,
if you want to try it, join my Discord. Um, you can get there via
s
my web
put
my
put the link
links.
in our chat, and I'll put a banner up for it.
Yeah, I have to go get the link because I don't know it by heart.
I don't paint my Discord public because I don't want the
Mine is.
scam bots coming. I know it
I
is.
haven't I haven't had a problem with that yet.
It's like goblins had it. I'll make a banner for it. Give me 1 second. Cappy.
Hey, BGD.
BGD's here. Hey, buddy. How are you?
Well, it's probably going to be a Friday night Eskilum because that's what I have open. It's
Oh,
probably going to be mid September. I'm thinking right now. I'm thinking the 12th or the 19th.
their new banner system for Girl Age Dream is interesting.
It's not going to require teamwork all the time, Chris. You can. There are going to be abilities that will allow you to do stuff yourself, but there are going to be abilities that are going to be helpful. Helping other players will help the system. Um, it's like I said, it's very alpha. I think I put alpha 0.04 on the documentation that I created. So
Yeah.
it's very. I'm considering it. I know it's broken, and I know it's going to be really bad the first couple sessions.
Yep.
So I find how I want it to work.
They have added so many weird things. So that's Dave's Discord down there. There you go. Join Dave's Discord if you want to try his new game,
Yeah,
which Skillums is calling Dave's Double Bar Bonanza.
right now,
I think it's a
actually,
working title.
Skillum helps me with a working tile. Right now, I think it's scales of haste is what I'm calling it.
Scales of Haste?
Yeah,
Ooh, that's an interesting title. Where'd you get to that one?
you skill them
Well, I know, but why the haste?
because you're trying to race each other to the success.
I like that. I like that a lot.
But who knows if that sticks? I mean, I usually change names 6 or 7 times.
This is true. I'm playing with fonts now because I'm bored.
um,
Roberto condensed. Oh, that's one of my favorite.
yeah, it is one of my favorites too.
Here we go. So
Um, but yeah, so I'm thinking Friday nights. But if I can get bigger groups, if I can get groups on other days, I will do it on the other days too.
which should be fun. All right, I'm hiding your Discord now.
That's fine.
Oh, yay! That should be great. Um,
What do you
and then
got going on the channel? Your
I
channel?
am well I today because I got to run Monty Python's co-curricular medieval reenactment program at the brewery on Sunday,
Yeah.
and that was a blast. It's a really fun system. It's entirely role play. Well, it, you're not doing combat. You're not looking for, I need the best weapon. And it was so a couple of things I learned is I need to really explain that better at the beginning because players default to a D&D see thing kill thing. And in fact,
Mm-hmm.
this week's video is all about me running the event at the brewery and my play report of my first experience running the Monty Python game. So go watch that and leave a comment because I've got nobody's watching it. It's so strange. So I've got where's my studio? I'm going to bring that up quick.
I haven't had a chance to watch it. You
Well, you
posted
were
it for
working. You have an excuse.
members, and then
Well, no, it's the weird thing is that I have people watching it, but they're like clicking off like right away. It's just very strange.
well, that was one of them was me. I clicked on it, and then I was like, oh, I have to get to work.
Well, that's okay. I'll forgive you. It's just this
I know that
really
doesn't
weird.
help the algorithm though.
It's
So
this really weird dip. And there's only 6 comments on it, which is just so weird. So, and BGD says, don't forget to like tonight's stream to help out the channel because we're so polished and professional.
I know.
But anyway, so I had that video is on the channel right now. Please go after we get done here. You can watch it and leave some comments, which is great. Always really helpful, and I so appreciate it. Then next week I am interviewing Peter from Tales from Elsewhere
That
about
will be
his
fun.
coming Kickstarter. Well, he's fantastic. The
Yeah,
Tales from Elsewhere, Tales from Elsewhere YouTube channel is he's just so great at describing how things get built and why he likes different things. And this is his release that he's been working on for a long time. I have played in the world. I have not played um the game.
that's right, because you did nuts
I
in the
did it
world,
in
right?
nuts, and I'm doing it in nuts again on Saturday on the 30th.
I should get Peter on my channel too to talk
Yes,
about it.
get Peter on your channel because he's opening up his Kickstarter next week.
Though a lot of
So,
our fans kind of overlap. So
well, we all have this one very small circle that people go between. It doesn't get any bigger, but we have very loyal people in there. Um,
he is a
Peter
very
Peter
nice
Man's a very
guy.
nice guy. Yeah, he really is. He just hung out with Jordan at Gen Con. And
Yeah,
Scrat.
thanks,
And
try.
Scrat was there. Was Jacob in those pictures? Jacob was there too, right?
Jacob was there. I didn't see him.
He was hiding. He's probably running a game or sleeping. He
Probably.
doesn't sleep normally. Peter, tabletop eater. Oh, I got to share that with him.
He'll think that's funny.
Yeah. Pete, the world is really cool because it is a weird west where there was
It's a
this huge
very unique,
calamity.
unique
It's
Weird
really
West.
we had that Kentucky Sawbones come after us. That was freaky. On the train, that was weird. I have to build my nut for this week's stream. So I am going to be on a Squirrel Plays this week, playing another Tales from Elsewhere. I think we're in the big city this time, and I determined that I wanted to play a character who is like maybe like an old crusty lawman who's been trying to keep people out of danger for so long, and he can't stop, but he's seen stuff. That's kind of what my first character was, a professional sidekick. That was awesome.
I'm interested in Peter's game. I'm interested. I'm definitely going to back it when it comes out because
Let's go with a bag of two, but I gotta get EV Monks to do like I just it's too many games. I back like 3 things. Like I just can't. So I'm trying. I've skipped like 4 projects. I skipped the Land of Eam project because I knew Cypher was coming out. I knew that Peter was coming out. I know I was saving up for Game Con. So basically, I am not buying anything at Game Con.
no,
I
probably
can't
not.
afford it unless it'll be like a Christmas present. But then I might as well buy it at PAX U because then I don't have to ship it all the way home because it's across the river.
Right.
So I'll be like, yeah,
I
I'll get
mean,
that next time.
you have to limit yourself anyways at Games Whole Con because you're flying.
I'm flying. So this is
So
probably a good thing.
probably.
It's always fun. So, but that's what I got coming up. And then we are trying to reschedule our Monty Python game that we were supposed to play in August. We ended up
Which
playing
I have
Streamline
not been
Superhero.
keeping up with that chat, and I apologize.
Look, you're working and you're really working. Brian is not going to run the game. His brother is, who is the co-developer. Brian's had life hit
Oh, okay.
since Gen Con. But it should be a really fun time, and he's really excited to play or to run for us. So
Cool.
and your characters are the characters that I used at my brewery game.
Yeah, no.
That was fun. My character got punted into a soccer net several miles away because they had a
I
beshrew.
am interested in playing this. I'm very excited about playing it.
It is as wacky as you think. I had 2 players get offended by the Hull, which is the head of Light Entertainment for folks who aren't aware, and each of them wrote a complaint letter to the BBC and read it at the table. And then I had one more person get a beshrewment, and the only thing was that it was blamed on the head of Light Entertainment. So I got another complaint letter, but I rolled for the whole persona that could survive 4 complaint letters. So he survived the whole game. I'm like, I wanted to switch personas. Someone complained.
Oh, we should mention you the adventure that you wrote and I am publishing is
Yes.
in editing and should be done very shortly.
Oh, share artwork. You can share artwork.
Can I?
I think so.
I do not see a way of sharing artwork.
Oh well.
But we did get an artist to do 3 or 4 images for the adventure.
And by we,
Um,
I mean Dave.
and I am rebuilding the maps.
You've done all the hard work.
No, you wrote it.
No,
That's a lot harder work.
You've done the layout and put out the money. You this is all your
Nah.
stuff. So
Weird West is fascinating. Hybrid
yeah, I'll put that on.
TTRPG is horror is also. Yeah, Weird West is interesting because like it has Western tropes, but like it's like a mixture of genres. I wonder. I can't think of anything else that's like a mixture of genres like Weird West is.
Oh, sure. Like a Firefly RPG is like a Western space.
Yeah, but you could almost categorize that as a Weird West in a way.
Yeah, this is true. I think it's always interesting that so many people who do Weird West anymore make it post-apocalyptic. Because Six Guns from Doomsday is that, Tales from Elsewhere is that.
I mean,
The Weird West and Index Card RPG is apocalyptic.
yeah, I guess. Um, it's one of those situations like I can't think of like another genre that kind of got mixed in with something else. Like,
I mean, early D&D was science fiction fantasy.
yeah, I guess that's the closest. Conan the Barbarian type fantasy, yeah.
Yep, I feel like Firefly fits that. Yeah, it does. Woo, Philip Dudley's
Hey,
here. Hey, Phil.
Phil! Hey, Phillips read my system.
Yeah, well, Phil's a system junkie.
I wanted his opinion.
Phil shared his NPC map, and it's like, or you could show it like a murder board. I'm like, yeah, that kind of looks like a murder board. He went nuts. Deadlands. Yeah, Deadlands is a kind of post-apocalyptic Weird West. That is true. So anyway, this adventure that we have coming out, when are we releasing it? And
I
by we, I
don't.
mean you. So,
I'm hoping by by early November.
okay.
It all depends on how much editing I'm going to have to do.
Well, we know our editor, so that's okay. But we are doing the Ocean Incident.
Yes,
Very
it's
good.
for index card RPG, so we
Yes.
should note that. So
It is an adventure that I wrote for PAX Unplugged 2 years ago, and Dave played at the table, and then you ran it for Crit,
I did.
which was awesome.
I think I ran. I also ran it in a different system. Which system
You
did I
didn't you run
run
it
it?
in Nuts?
I think I ran it in Nuts. Yeah.
You ran it in Nuts. So, and that was fun. It's a very much a, and I don't even do horror, but it's very much a horror sci-fi RP adventure.
It's very good. It's an interesting. It reminds me of a little bit of Little Shop of Horrors and Aliens mixed together.
I would not have thought that, but yes, I see that working. I did create a really cool organism that has a wild life, um, biological growth. Like their life cycle is crazy. I was really kind of proud of that. It was kind of fun.
I mean, technically, doesn't Deadlands actually like take place in like the early 1900s?
Does it really?
Yeah, it's
I've never
not
played it.
futuristic. It's not futuristic. It's like this is what happened like during the thing.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Deadlands Delta. There you go.
Um, and then oh, Chris, if I get invited back to Crit this year, I would love to run a 16-player game
Ooh.
funnel for Plaguebound.
Oh, Plaguebound Funnel?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Ooh. So Chris said, I hope Wes continues to write unusual one-shots for Index Card RPG. I have not written any other adventures for Index Card RPG. I do, however, have a trilogy for Easy D6 that is all based around Hallmark movie tropes.
Mm.
Which
Yeah,
did you played one of those, right?
I have not played in them.
Oh,
No.
we'll have to do one of those at some point. How we might have to do like a 3 live stream of like through the 3 adventures. So to explain what Hallmark is, I should go find the logo. Um, would be the precursor to EcclesiaCon were these things called one-shot days. Because before we had to do the boiler, or before we had to do the roof at church, we had to do the boiler. And I'm like, I need to, bye Jen, have a good night's sleep.
Night.
Um, and so we needed to raise money. I'm like, well, this is like literally the only skill I have. Oh, Carrie was in Hallmark. Hi, Carrie. But you were in the original Hallmark, which was 5e. Um, so um I was like, this is the only thing I know how to do that's like transferable to like make money for anything because I'm not a really good fundraiser. Um, and so I had these one shot days, and I'm like, okay, so I'll write an adventure, and I just read Easy D6. I'm like, I love Easy D6. My ear trumpet has been struck by lightning. Is here giving out gift memberships again. You are awesome. I am so thankful for your kindness coming all the way from Australia. But anyway, so the whole premise behind these Hallmark adventures is they all run off of holiday themed Hallmark movie tropes. Like that's the idea. So Carrie and Chat was in my first adventure that I ever wrote, which was a 5e adventure not related to the trilogy, where you actually played the main character who had to come back home after being away for several years as an adventurer and finding out that her town was being taken over by an evil corporation, which is that's the one theme, right? Um, and so I wrote this trilogy for EZD6 that are based on 3 different holidays. It's Thanksgiving, I did Valentine's Day, and then Easter. And so secular Easter. And so the Thanksgiving is hometown harvest. There's a character who had left because they wanted to go start their business of adventurer training schools, and just had a evil event co try to buy the business, and when they refused, awful things were happening to them. A dragon took out one of their gyms, and like the other one became haunted. It was great, and so they basically went bankrupt, and they slunk home to their hometown that they swore they would never come back to because it was too small for them, and they go back to Hobgoblin Falls, which is just too small and parochial for them. But it's this really teeny town that has a shopping and restaurant district that's the size of a small city, the way that it happens in like every Hallmark movie ever. This is a small rinky-dink town. Let's go to the caterer and get all this stuff. And like the city traffic is going by. And so that's how I set the whole thing up. And of course, Advenco shows up at the at their hometown in Hobgoblin Falls, and they have to deal with that and figure out how to defeat their nefarious plans, and then learn the meaning of Harvest Day. And then the sequel goes to Valentine's Day, and one of the characters has a true love that gets kidnapped. And then the last one is they were supposed to be presenting this artifact that gets stolen, and if they don't get it back, they'll be cursed. So that was Easter. And that's fun because they expand. So the first one is really linear. The second one has a couple of branching paths because there's different ways you can do stuff. And then the last one has like it just goes all over the place. It all ends up at the same area, but there's so many ways to get to the last bit. So nobody has ever seen like one whole thread of that adventure.
Mm.
I only think I ran the last one twice, but those are ones that I do eventually want to get published. So
Oh, we'll work on it, I'm
I'll
sure.
work on it. Well, we'll set it up to run it because
Yeah,
EGD6 and
I like
Founders are really easy.
it's easier for me to get something developed if I've played it.
Yeah, we will definitely run it. What is the best way to support you and EcclesiaCon where most of the money goes to you and not to a middleman? Well, there is no middleman because it's all me. So right now, we don't have anything set up right now. I will have sponsorships set up pretty soon. I really have been trying not to do work while I'm on sabbatical. Um, and I know this is kind of like a side gig, but it's still part of my fundraising for church. But we do have different level, like I did 2 tiers of sponsors last year. That went to let us get our interview backdrop. That helped us to have the money to go out and print the T-shirts to come out. Because we're not making money off of this. And then the cut comes from tabletop events. They take a reasonable amount because they have to do everything. And then last year, what did we do? 3/4 went to Book Smiles and a quarter went to
Mm-hmm.
our roof
Something like
replacement fund,
yep.
which we'll probably do again. Again, I don't like raising money for myself, which is I am not. It's not great for a church to have a pastor like that in the business sense of the words. It's worked out for us so far. But we raised good money for Book Smiles, which is awesome. And Skillen said, I mean, patron, sub, patron, Ko-Fi. Um, I mean, if you want to support me, that's a totally different. Like EcclesiaCon that's this separate thing.
So what Wes is saying is that you want to go over to my Patreon.
Support Dave. I'm really bad. The interview backdrop was very nice. Clear you have arrived. Yeah, I need to get people who are streaming at the thing to use it because just Todd
I was
went
a
off on the
little
side.
busy.
I was so busy. I need to have someone come and just go through. Thank you for having ethics. I try. It's hard. If I was not ethical, I could be making a whole lot of money. I wouldn't be a pastor either. So, but if you want to support me doing a channel membership, you want to become a coffee contributor of DM Tales, that is always awesome. Please go
No,
support Dave's
no,
Patreon
I really don't have a. It literally got shut down because I have not actually been
on it.
on
I
it.
shut my down and went to memberships at YouTube because I could control that more. Where can people support you besides buying your books?
They could subscribe to my Twitch channel. That helps support me.
Subscribe to the Twitch. There you go. Which is good. So if you want to support Dave, do subscribe to Twitch. Give him the money. Give me the free Amazon subscription. If you don't do Twitch much
Yeah,
and you're a
just
Prime member,
that
do the free
helps.
one.
That helps quite a bit actually
I need to
because
remember to do that every month, but
that's like four or $5
yeah.
a month for me. So
And then for me, so it's a sub, and I don't do coffee or Ko-fi, however they pronounce it. I went to YouTube memberships. It's easier for me to make
same.
stuff
That's
that's just for the members than to try, because I don't do this is not like my full-time gig. So like trying to create extra stuff for the Patreon was always a
I
burden on
should
me.
do subscriber only streams, but I don't really have enough subscribers to
Well,
really
thanks to my Mayor
support
Trumpet
that.
has been struck by lightning. Suddenly I have an audience that's got that's got stuff. Um, Trumpet is awesome. So yeah, I wanted to do a couple of character build streams that are streamed live, only members, that I'll be announcing in September. It's weird. August got away from me. Um, but I want to do a character build in at least Dreams and Machines. And E Skillin, welcome to Coffee Contributor. Hey Skillin, thanks, man. Look at you. You even got your little membership badge now. Thank you. So I will do that. I've been testing out some rebrand stuff. So I've been showing that stuff off to members first. Like I just did one for my random thoughts. There's a new intro that I did, and a version of it is up for coffee contributors. I want to remember to keep doing bloopers. I have one of those. Because I get frustrated with myself when I'm trying to read my script. And it's so there's some
I'm
funny after it.
I'm really horrible at reading scripts.
It's just a slip of
I'm much better in this situation where I can just talk to
just
the
call it.
audience.
Yeah.
Um,
Thanks, Skillum. You're awesome. Thank you
Thanks,
so
Gil.
much. Yeah, I like the conversation thing. I do like being scripted.
I just wish live
Um,
streams were better supported on YouTube.
they do get hidden pretty bad. Like, cause well, and especially I don't turn advertising on for my live streams because it's so annoying.
I don't have enough fans on YouTube to actually get
I'm
payment
sorry.
from YouTube.
I'm
So
sorry.
because I don't do YouTube videos. I only
You
stream
do
to it.
Twitch. Yeah. This is YouTube is my place, right? That's kind of where I started and where I stopped. I branched out a little bit to TikTok where I'll do like snippets that go out and people watch.
Yeah.
It's pretty nice. Mostly ever hear of live streams via word of mouth or mouth,
Muff.
mouth, mouth. Oh, Phil, you
There's
know
this
what?
there's this little guy named Moff, and he
Mouth,
hears him from Moff. Yeah.
Moff Tarkin. Um, Phil, do yourself a favor because you'll like this on my Discord. Ask Justin, the brutal one is his Discord name. Ask him about his Sentinel Comics RPG roller that he created. He did a really nice job. He's been sharing with me a little bit. It's really cool. Yeah, go ask him. It's really neat. He did a very good job. So he made it look like the book.
I mean, you know that my new system started out as a inspiration uh Sentinel Comics.
Did it really?
Hmm.
I didn't know. You didn't tell me that.
Yeah, there's the thought process started with Sentinel Comics and how I could turn that into like a how I could do like something similar to that where your success as you progress, you get more and more abilities as it gets tougher and tougher.
Oh, that's cool. Okay. I can see, and now that you mention it, I can see it. For folks who are not familiar with Sentinel Comics RPG, the worst way you can play it is with a D&D mentality. And I'm running this at Page this year, so I guess if people are going to be at Page and play at my table, you should know this. It is literally the worst way that you can play it because so much in Sentinel Comics RPG is not about beating up the villain and knocking them out. There is that. It's about achieving the objectives to foil the villain. And so a lot of times in a scene inside Sentinel Comics RPG, there are these obstacles that you have to specifically use a move called overcome, which is, and it's literally any obstacle in your way. So if there's a force field in front of you to uh, and there's 3 generators that are creating the force field, it's 3 separate overcome actions to bring down the force field. If there's a civilian reporter who's with, in the line of fire, you have to use an overcome action in order to get them out of the way. And if you don't, you're going to be hindered in your rolls for a certain amount of time. So that's really the way it's set up. The way that the math works out, thank you to Phil for putting me on the math roller, and actually asked the creator of the site, how would I do this? And he gave me the formula for it. The way that the math works out is the majority of the time, every time you do an overcome action, you are going to get at least a minor twist. So a minor twist is kind of like a complication in a lot of other systems. It doesn't erase your success, but it does complicate things. So there's a nut, like, sure, you save the reporter, but because you were paying attention to saving the reporter, the villain blasted the balcony that there's someone on who's like trying to like save their cat, and now you have another overcome action that you have to get them, which is going to take you away from doing the um, you know, fulfilling or foiling the villain's objective. And so that's the way that's set up. So if you do a D&D style, well, I'm going to do this and you're going to do that and you're going to do that, and everybody goes off in the same way, which is not the way superhero comic books work, you will explode the scene because you're just going to have complication after complication. You're either going to be hindered, maybe you'll get hurt by something else comes in out of the blue to make your life more miserable. Maybe the villain summons a couple more minion bots to show up and slow you down. But there is this cool thing in the game which is called a boost action. So with a boost action, you describe what you're doing to help your player. You help your teammate. So literally, this is like fastball special. So I am going to pick up, call or I'm going to pick up Wolverine and throw him. Well, that's a boost action. And so when you do that, you roll your dice. You get to roll your dice for the boost action. It's not, you don't just say I'm helping and therefore this person has an easier time of it. I have to roll my dice to see how much of a boost I am giving this person. That modifier then goes to the player. They can use it whenever they want. It would make sense if you're being chucked to use it right then. And so when Wolverine gets tossed and he rolls his I'm attacking with my claws thing, um, to overcome, you know, the force field generator, you add the mod to it, and suddenly you get boosted out of the range that creates a new complication. That there's no more twist. So that mod pushes you out. So you get rewarded for teamwork. And you still get to do all the roles, you get to do all the narration, but
Uh,
you get rewarded for it. And
like
that's
I
what I
said,
love about Sentinel Comics.
inspiration.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of doing that too.
Yeah.
So
Phil, this is why he likes Genesis. Yep. I feel like I'm getting trapped between a system and some dice. So, but that's what I love about Sentinel is that you must do the teamwork thing if you're
and
going to make it work.
yeah, And it's hard to teach people that.
Well, because they're all used to, well, I have my sword. I'm going to use my sword. Okay. And you make it harder on yourself. And I've run my one adventure. I've run like 6 times, and it takes players forever to figure this out. I'm like, why aren't you helping each other? We can. I'm like, here's your list of actions. I explained them to you. And nope, it's kind of rough. When they get it, it really works. That's kind of why I like running streamlined superheroes, because that you can have a D&D mentality and survive.
Yeah, you can.
So streamlined superheroes is a lot of fun. John Fredericks did a great job.
John did do a good job with that.
A
I
great job.
I enjoyed it quite a bit.
So I'm trying to get him to reach out to you to pay you to do layout.
I'll do it for free.
Don't tell him that. Oh, we just did it on stream, so we're fine. He'll probably watch this tomorrow. Because he's probably in bed right now. Because I would love to see that game set up
Comic book.
as a Silver Age comic book, because that's the way the whole thing is designed. It would have been great. Even in Shadow the Weird Wizard, there are actions to aid or hinder, and most of my players simply default to stab. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I want to do the stabbing. And I
See,
think it is because in so many of the games, the actions are just like, well, I help this person and I roll my d20. But in a narrative game, you got to narrate how you're helping and how it builds the fiction. And I think that encourages it more. But
I
you need to get someone to
disagree.
buy into the narrative nature.
That's
Why
the
do you
thing.
disagree? Why do you disagree?
That's the thing. You got to get somebody to buy into the narrative nature. That's
Yes.
actually getting a D&D person to do that is sometimes hard.
Anymore. Well, the way that 5e is developed, there's no reason to buy into it. No, I have a
Exactly.
+6 in this in my sheet, and therefore I'm going to do that.
Exactly. So
So
like and since unfortunately since most of our hobby is D&D, which is slowly converting, thankfully. Um
it's bleeding a little bit.
uh it's hard to get people to change that mentality.
But it's so weird. I mean, I'm part of my sabbatical project is to read all the history books that I haven't read yet about role playing. So I just finished The Elusive Shift. Like in the 70s, in the 70s, there were folks who were touting that the ultimate form of a TTRPG would be diceless.
Yes.
That we would no longer need dice because we were so into the flow of the game that we would be able to narrate it. It's like they were trying that in the 70s. But and even early D&D, the rules were so nebulous. People were doing all sorts of weird things. I was just reading and playing out the world today. It's like, well, they killed this thing and there was a big serpent in the other room. And so what they did is they slathered poison all over the thing and just tossed it in and let the serpent eat it and die. Like nobody thinks like that anymore. Like that's not something people would think of. Don't
Yeah.
get me ranting about superfluous number bloat. There's
Oh
a
my
lot of
god.
superfluous number bloat. HP bloat is
Especially.
bad.
I
And
mean, it's bad in Ironbound. I have really bad HP bloat in Ironbound, and
you have
it's
HP?
one of
I thought you tried to keep that down.
I did. It didn't work.
Ugh. That's one thing that Tears of Argosa does really well. Is it keeps the HP really low. So you're always in danger.
So the problem was some criticals and stuff really get high damage output in Ironbound, so I needed to increase HP bloat to kind of balance that.
Uh-oh.
It's one of the reasons why I'm kind of looking to build a new system.
No more HP wounds. Peter will be so pleased.
I don't even have wounds in my new system.
No, it's just bars. You're right. There's not even wounds. It's going to be fun. I want to play that so bad. So, yep. All right. Well, what new systems do you want to play right now?
Uh right now I would like to play oh man, why am I spacing on it?
I just spaced on the game I'm running, so don't worry
Um,
about it.
not Shadow Dark. I'm gonna be playing Shadow Dark. Oh, Draw Steel. I want to try Draw Steel.
Did you get the PDF?
No, not yet,
Okay.
but it's on my list to get. I want to try it. I want people are saying some interesting things about it, so I want to read it and take a look at it.
It's basically he really loves 4E is what I've been seeing.
Yeah, but it looks like he did 4E correctly from what I'm seeing.
That is also what I am seeing. So
4E it wasn't a bad system. It really wasn't
uh,
mechanically. It's
people love the tactics of it.
they made it very neutral. Is the problem I have with it.
What do you mean neutral?
Your wizard is exactly like your fighter. Your fighter is
Oh, every the parody
exactly like your
was,
rogue. The parody is not there. You
or
don't
it
need.
is there. It's the
It is
problem.
there. It is there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's my problem with 4E, and it's the only problem I have with 4E. Mechanically, it played fine.
Okay. I know a lot of people did enjoy it. After watching his promo video, I and a few others have figured out how to port a lot of those ideas to ICRPG. Phil keeping up the time honored tradition of kit bashing a TTRPG for the table. So
Uh, we need to talk, Phil, because I some of those ideas I'd rather play in a next card RPG. I think.
what number do I have to hit? It's right there. It's in the corner. It's in the corner of the thing. That's your to hit roll. Didn't you do that in your new system? There's a set for the scene.
Yeah, there's a target number for the scene, and then um there's two. There's an encounter level, and then there's a target number,
Okay.
which might end up being one, but right now it's two.
Phil's explaining the mechanics of his kit bash in chat. For if like it's almost, and Skillum needs to get on our Discord. It's almost worth getting into the Discord just to see Phil's post like, here I'm working on this, and just bronk, and,
Blunk.
and Phil just vroonk.
I don't always reply to Phil's posts about that, but I do always read them.
I always read them. Sometimes I'm like, I'm not qualified to comment on this. Phil has gone deep, but his NPC chart was awesome. I'm still confused by it, Phil. You're gonna have to like go idiot description for me. I could almost see how the webs were working, which is fun, Phil. Oh, it's always good. So what do I want to do? Well, I just ran Monty Python, so I'm looking forward to go to Drink 20 next month at Broken Goblet Brewing, and I'll try to run Monty Python there again because I think that's awesome.
I did play Daggerheart.
Did you play Daggerheart?
I did.
With who? I want to play that.
With my in-person group.
Oh, cool. How's it
Um,
play?
it plays pretty well, actually. It doesn't speed up combat. It's about the
That is what I have heard.
same range as D&D. It's not like it doesn't speed up anything. It does make it feel a little bit more narrative, but it still has that.
Well,
I'm
just
I have
like,
a +5 sword. I'm gonna swing the sword.
yeah, well, like watching Bob Worldbuilder, he's like, yeah, there is narrative there, but like, I think we're just going to ignore it.
Yeah,
So
you can.
it's like 5e with different mechanics.
The problem I
Um,
have with it is like they'll have like your ability will say something very specific when it could have been more generic and been more useful.
okay, so you have to.
Yeah,
Are you able to negotiate?
not
I mean,
really.
in anything you are. Would it break the game to negotiate? So,
No, I don't think it would break the game. I think just the way that most DMs that are running it probably wouldn't
Probably wouldn't.
negotiate with you.
I don't know. If you rolled with hope, you should be able to negotiate a little bit. I want to have it this little different effect on it. Although like I said, most people are going to ignore those narrative elements. So I know Calvin, my friend Calvin, who you met at EcclesiaCon,
Hmm.
he loves it.
Oh, I think it's a good system. I don't
Yeah.
think it's a bad system. I just for what for what my in-person group is looking for, because we're going through basically different systems trying to find a fast-paced and comprehensive system. Uh,
Thank you,
so
Harry.
so far, I really like Index Card RPG, but I didn't get everybody to play Index Card RPG because not
Gotcha.
everybody showed up that day. Um,
STRPG's a blast. Did you try Easy D6 with them?
I see the problem I have with an AZD6 is that there's not a good leveling system, and we want to use it for a campaign.
Well,
So
there is his add-on adds it. You can there's no levels, but you do power up. There is
yeah,
a progression now.
yeah.
You don't like it.
I'm not. I'm not going to say anything about it on camera.
We love Scotty.
I love Scotty. I just
Yeah.
haven't. Honestly, I haven't read it, so I can't really comment on it.
So the way that he has, and I haven't even read the whole update, but the original thing for when your character levels up is to like your character gets extra hero dice. So for folks who don't know, um,
That's
in
cool, but I wasn't limiting hero dice when I played EZD6 anyways.
well, I mean, you can buy them back, but I mean, he used like instead of starting with one, you start with two,
I
or you
was
start
giving
with
them.
three.
I occasionally gave them out for good roleplay.
Oh, hey, I think that's fine. But you can also do things like give people other inclinations, and there's definite ways to grow in the game, which would be very much akin to how ICRPG runs it.
Yeah.
I mean, in ICRPG, it's like, how do I get more health? You just get a heart.
Well, Index Card RPG is very equipment based upgrading.
Yes, it is.
So
It's kit bash your character.
um, I
So
think
you
of it. I think of it as Zelda based upgrading.
yeah. Yeah, I mean it's basically set up that way, sure. And I like it
Um,
because you can lose your heart and then you're screwed.
mhm.
So always fun. But there are ways to do progression in Easy D6, and he has worked on it.
We are going to try Shadow Dark. Um,
I like Shadow Dark.
and like I said, the main reason why we're just looking for something that has faster combat, to make it so we don't have to focus on combat the entire session that we're together.
That's why I can't. Like I am leery of those high power games just for that reason because a 5e is such a slog,
To
and
be
I was
honest,
so bored.
to be honest, I think Plaguebound's probably our best solution, but
You don't know if
that's
everybody's going to play it.
I don't know if everybody's going to want to play it,
Okay,
but that's my because it's quick based combat with a pretty good leveling system in my opinion.
nice. What about something like Numenera or Cipher?
I'm going to try them on Cipher this week.
Okay, cool.
So I was actually you just made the decision of for me. I was about, I was debating about Cipher or Plaguebound, and I think I'm going to do Cipher.
You can. I'll give you my roll tables if you want to do a chaos one.
I hate Into the Odd, Philip.
Philip, he cannot stand Into the Odd at all, and I've made him play it like 3 times. He does
I
not like it.
hate it, and
I
it's mainly because I don't like roll tables.
Into the Odd doesn't have that many roll tables.
Then I don't know what I don't like about it. I think
That's
every time
naive.
every time I every time I play Into the Odd, I die because of somebody's stupidity.
That's what you don't like about it. The first time Dave played, his character got eaten by a giant eel because someone touched a glass globe. I'm gonna touch it and it exploded and it ate him. And Dave's like, I hate this game.
I did
I
because
totally
it wasn't even fair.
remember.
And then the second time, I think I died because like they decided to open a door that I told them not to open.
Was that the live stream
I think so.
Where Dan had one strength point left the entire game and just would not die. He just kept on. Like Gary is a legend. So yeah,
I
that's Into the Odd. Into the Odd is all player skill. It's all player skill. So if you do not have good players, your characters all die early. So
yeah, it's just too deadly for me.
I ran it at Broken Goblet 3 months ago, and had
Well,
some really good players, and
well,
they explored like most of the first floor and most of the second floor, and they did a
I mean,
really good job.
we all know that I really like heroic games, anyways. I'm more of a
Dave wants
heroic
he
guy.
wants to be the barbarian duck guy who thinks he's a wizard. Is Dragonbane too deadly for you?
No, I don't. No, not really.
Okay, that would be fun to try with him.
We're going to play Dragonbane too.
What about Forbidden Lands?
I think
Or do you
that's
think
too deadly. I have
I
too
did
many.
not diss Dave?
I
Why did
have
I
too
diss
many.
Dave?
I have too
Ah,
many newbies in the game in the group.
okay.
I would worry that they wouldn't understand Forbidden
Well, they
Lands.
also might think that they're not playing like a real TTRPG because it's all
Right.
D6s.
Right. No, no, I don't think that would be the case.
Really? Okay.
Uh, but they're new enough that I think the I don't know. I just don't know if it will mix well.
Okay.
Right now, I didn't even think about Cipher System until you mentioned it. So I'm going to try Cipher System with them. I'm going to try Shadow Dark with them. I'm going to try Dragonbane with them.
Okay.
Plaguebound.
Playbound.
What else?
I'm looking at.
Those are the ones I'm thinking of right now.
I wouldn't be
Oh, Morkborg.
Symbaroum.
I was
Oh,
going to think
Morkborg
about
is fun.
Morkborg.
Symbaroum.
Maybe.
It's such a cool system, but it's really organized badly. Numenera, DCC, too
Yeah,
deadly.
DCC I think has the problem that I hate in most games. It has a lot of roll tables.
And
It
it's like the
has a lot of
spells
roll
are all
tables.
roll tables, right?
It's all roll tables.
The
Uh,
DCC spells are like, okay.
I want to play in a DCC game,
I keep
but
trying
I
every
don't
time
know if
I sign up for one, it gets canceled.
I don't know if I want to run a DCC game.
I like the dice chain. That's a cool idea. How about Castles and Crusades?
Yeah, I mean that might be an option.
I ran that for about a year. It was fun. Formless magic for the win. Yes, Phil. All right, Phil has a question for you.
Hmm.
What is heroic?
Uh, I want to feel like my character is the lead, like the group of characters, not my character specifically. Let me rephrase that.
Uh-huh.
We're the main characters of the story, and sometimes game systems don't allow that. And Into the Odd is one of those game systems. Into the Odd, it's about the levels in the world, not necessarily the characters.
Oh, see, I disagree, but that's okay.
I know
Uh,
you would disagree with that statement.
I think it's more about the players. I will say that.
Maybe I just didn't play with good players, but that's a possibility.
This is a possibility.
I'm always willing to try another a system
I mean,
once
you've
again.
played Into the Odd 3 times with me. It's fine. Dave would not enjoy Rollmaster. No, no, he would not enjoy Rollmaster. It is all roll tables.
I just I
So I need the GM for you. ICRPG. Do ICRPG for him. So drag myself in. I'm trying to
I'd
look at
be
my other games here.
Phil. If you ever want to stream on my channel a game one shot, I'm all for it.
That'd be fun. That actually would be a fun time. Have you ever thought of like doing like old school essentials, or you just like D&D?
I've thought about basic fantasy.
BFRPG? Yes,
Yeah,
that'd be good.
um, that one I have thought about. I also need a system that I can homebrew easily because I tend to run homebrew campaigns.
Land of Eames really good.
Land of Eam is pretty good.
Really, really good. How Chris is still. I think to make DCC flow, every player needs quick access to their spells and fruit tables, feat tables. Unless it's fruit tables, I haven't read DCC in a while. Yes, every player would have to print out their spell sheets, their spells, which is every spell is a full page. It's crazy.
Yeah, exactly. It's insane,
You
and
missed my mythics basically. I really do love Into the Odd. So, but Into the Land of Eam would be pretty cool.
yeah, Land of Eam. I should add that to the list.
Mm-hmm. Jorben just
Me
did a video on the Mucklin sandbox setting.
means I have to get the book first, though.
They're pretty. They are beautiful. They're really. Um,
I also thought about um
that's just pretty.
the fantasy version of Stars Without Numbers. I can't remember what they
Worlds
call
without
it.
number.
Worlds Without Numbers. Yeah.
In fact, this one.
Yeah. I
This is
thought
really
about that
cool.
too.
This is for folks who don't know. I actually need to review this. This is kind of like almost like a Numenera type thing because it's in the future, but it's fantasy. In like the far future, but fantasy. It is kind of D&D like, but it's got like a traveler skill system hacked into it. So like your skill rolls are all 2d6 plus something, which is wild. Very good. And let me see. Here's my soft cover DCC. I don't have to pull it off my shelf. Here's I can't even see. That whole page is one spell.
I know.
And then you have like it's crazy. And it's like the roll it's all a roll table. So you have to roll the cast, which I think is cool, but then it's like your results are like what you roll, and it's like holy smokes. So also do not buy the softcover Dungeon Crawl Classics book because this is unreadable.
It's what I
read
have.
it. I read it in PDF. I got the hardcover.
I have the soft cover. I read it in soft cover.
I couldn't read it because it flops all over the place, which is crazy. Worlds Without Number. Yay. I use Worlds Without Number to power my SOTWW games. I don't know what SOTWW is.
No, me either.
Along with Dungeon World Fronts, Return of the Lazy GM Checklist, Mythic Game Master Emulator. Phil is all over the place. Vomit. Mutant Crawl Classics, I think, is really. I actually prefer Mutant Crawl Classics to Dungeon Crawl Classics. Why? I don't know. It's the exact same engine, spell like effects, the exact same thing, and for whatever reason, it just doesn't feel as overbearing. It makes no sense at all, and yet that's true. Or Tales of Argosa. We haven't even said that yet. Although that's really deadly.
That's not only is it deadly, but it's also doesn't really speed up combat. It's still the combat's still about as long as D&D.
It is longer, but because it's sped up, it's extended by the exploits. I think it's more interesting.
It is more interesting. I will give you that.
Yeah.
But we're looking for something to speed up the process a little bit.
Yeah. Huh. Numenera would be good. That's Cipher system, depending on what setting you want to go for. This is one. So here's what I really want to run.
Electric State.
I really want to run this game. Like this is one that's been sitting on my brain, wanting to run because it's a really nicely pared down Year Zero engine.
I
And
like the
really
Year
both
Zero engine.
Year Zero engine is very nice, but it's pared down, so it's less confusing. Phil, Into the Odd, he doesn't like Into the Odd,
I don't like
not
Into
at
the
all.
Odd.
He doesn't like Into the Odd. I've been with Dave when he really does not like Into the Odd. I'm looking at my shelf for things. Open Legend, that's not going to speed anything up. Savage Worlds, I think that's really fun.
That is on the list also to play Savage Worlds. I don't know if
Okay.
I want to run another Savage Worlds campaign though.
I played it at Page last year. Um,
Ironbound started as a Savage Worlds
did it really?
mod. Yeah.
And then I got you to do Easy D6.
Yep. And then I kind of just stuck with Easy D6 for it. And I did write the book for Easy D6.
Mm-hmm.
But then I decided I needed my own system for it.
Hey, and you did a good job developing it. Um, yeah, I think that's. I've run out of games for you, Dave.
I know. So I think the list so far is Savage Worlds, Cipher, or Numenera, one of the two. Plaguebound, Shadowrun, Dragonbane.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think I might do Dungeon World too.
They have a new edition coming out, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Dungeon World was fun. Yeah, it really depends on what type of game you want to run.
And that's why we're trying different games. We're trying to
Mm-hmm.
find ones that which ones do is the group going to enjoy, not just me.
Yeah.
Shadow
Symbaroum,
Dark. Sorry, not Shadowrun, Shadow Dark.
I always do that
I do
too,
that all the time.
all the time. I don't even have the current version of Shadowrun. Symbaroum has the coolest magic system that I have read in any book. But the game is organized so bizarrely that it's very hard to get people into it. But
Well, don't they have a 5e version of that?
yes, but I would well, then I'm playing 5A. I don't want to play 5E.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that. So um it's all roll under, um, but your target has modifiers that modifies your attack roll or your target number.
I'm not usually I don't usually like systems like that.
Yeah, it's a little bit more complex. Somebody said the rumor is they're going to re-release Symbaroum using the Dragonbane engine,
That would be great.
which I think would be really, really good. Um, I I want them to keep their magic system though, because it's awesome. Like
Uh,
it's really, really cool.
hmm.
So, and it's just one of the neatest settings. So, but
And
I played one. I ran a game of this, and I made a bunch of characters for it. And that actually might be one of my members only streams. It's like going through how to build a character for Symbaroum.
and to Phil's question, if I was going to do Urban Shadows or Shadowrun, I just do Ironbound.
Why not run your own game? Make everybody buy a book. Give yourself six sales. Like the professor in college. Everybody has to buy my book. They at least get 12 sales a year or 20 sales a year. Um, what are my smaller books? Have you ever seen this one?
Ruined Earth? No.
Barbarians of the Ruined Earth. It's Thundar the Barbarian,
Mm.
basically. It even has a sun sword, which is cool. And it's a roll under game. So really cool artwork.
And we definitely want to stick with fantasy. We've decided that we want a fantasy game.
So like
So
even future fantasy you don't want?
I don't know about that. I might be able to talk them into that, but they
Because that's
definitely want.
Barbarians of the Ruined Earth.
They definitely want fantasy. So
Oh, Phil wants to know if we tried Crown and Skull. I played it at Page last year. It was kind of fun.
I have not tried Crown and Skull. I do on the book
Jordan loves it.
somewhere. The book is somewhere in my collection. You don't like it, Phil?
It's got cool art. No, I did try it at Page last year. I thought it was kind of fun. So would it be the game that I want to play all the time? Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, you had a blast running the game. Okay.
Yeah, it's a fun game. I thought the no booing you for fantasy only.
Hey,
Do not yuck someone else's yum, Phil. Come on.
How can you boo me for fantasy only when I wrote an urban fantasy game?
This is true.
I don't know. Like I've spent 4 years on an urban fantasy game. I'm kind of sick of urban fantasy and like futuristic games.
I'm running my science fantasy right now. I like it. So could do a Wasted World.
Nah, I have no interest in Wasted World.
No, you don't like post-apocalyptic, do you?
No, I like post-apocalyptic. But if I was going to do Wasted World, I'd do Mutant Year Zero.
See, Mutant Year Zero is that was one of my first reviews of a Free League game, and I thought it was a fantastic system. It was really, really cool. And if I tried to play it or run it, it would stress me the heck out because it is so bleak. There's no hope in Mutant Year Zero at all. It's just like for folks who don't know the setups, like you're a mutant. You have an arc. You were saved by a scientist. I think you called him Father. He just died. You can't breed. You're all going to die. And that's the start of the game.
Yep.
Like, oh, okay. No, I'm like, I need a little bit more brightness than that. So Coriolis is interesting. I don't think I'd like to run that, though. It's too big. I'm looking at my other games on here. Nope. That's basically all I got right now. So, oh, Fantasy Age. That's one that it got demoted off the
Oh,
shelf.
yeah. I ran a Fantasy Age back when it was brand new. Hated it.
So 2E is kind of fun. It's my biggest thing with the game is I don't like to read the book because the layout's so weird. Like that's my biggest thing.
I think I played the second edition, if I remember correctly.
I mean, stunt points are cool, and people who read it love it. But people who play it love it. It's like Momentum in Dreams and Machines are a 2D20 game. So
I was all about it when I first picked up Fantasy Age, and technically I picked it up when it was Dragon Age.
Yeah.
And then I played it, and then when Fantasy Age came up, I picked it up, and I think I might pick it up. I might read it, do that again. Maybe Fantasy Age.
See, I do need to do I want to have a high fantasy, high power game in my toolbox. But I think anymore, like and Fantasy Age for a bit might have been that candidate, but I think anymore I would just run Cypher System. Because those characters are very, very capable right from the jump. And it's just a faster system.
I don't know. Well, you might want to keep your eyes open. You still have sometime in January. There's going to be another game out that might fit your bill.
You're Plaguebound?
Yeah.
I do like Plaguebound. I've played Plaguebound. It was fun. Phil, I'm still reading through Cypher System 2E. So I can run at some point for West. Yeah, I have never. That's the funny thing is, I have never played a character in Cypher System ever. I have only ever GM'd it.
Really?
Yes, I've never played a character in it. So the Monty Cook is doing this big giveaway thing right now. It's like, share your character with us so that we'll commission professional artwork for it. And I'm going, I can't do this. I literally don't have a character for
We should fix
Cyber
that.
System that I've ever played. I have never played a character in that
To
game.
be honest, I've never DM'd it, so
It's a fun system to DM. It really is.
you know me and GMLS
I
systems.
know you, well, no, it's GM. It's GM role list system.
Roll list
So yeah,
systems.
but you get to do intrusions.
Yeah, but that means I actually have to think of something.
But you can write them up beforehand and just go, this is going to happen at some point, and I'm doing it. So,
You do realize I'm a zero prep DM, right?
but that's what Numenera and Cipher Systems for. I don't need to prep anything.
All
I
right.
could run Cipher System in a heartbeat. Just be like, okay, I don't even have to look at monster stats. Be like, yeah, that kobold's a level 4. You need a 12 to hit. Have fun. He's got 15 hit points and he does 4 points of damage. Now that's soon going to change because of the new version, but it's basically still that. I can create any creature in Cipher System in 10 seconds on the fly, write it down for a note so I can use the exact same thing later. And it's all just comes down to writing. It's level 3 and I'm done. It's
Yeah,
cool.
that's true.
That's I would love to talk about building the skill to think and fail forward success with the complication. Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely a skill that I need to build up. I'm not as good at it as I would like, Phil. It's definitely one I am working on as a DM.
It's something it's like a muscle you have to flex or to work out to get it to work. I love it. Just the
Oh,
intrusion
I
of
mean,
it. And I'm not even like they do have intrusion decks too, by the way, because you can flip up and like, oh, that's
I
gonna happen to you.
I've written a system that uses intrusions and I've written Ironbound has technically I don't play it that way because I'm horrible at it, but it does have like recommendations to do that type of gameplay.
Here are ways you can ruin your player's night. There we go. Good.
But I'm not I just yeah. I'm trying. I do try. I just when that moment comes up that I have to think of something, it just comes down to unicorns and puppies are in my head.
It's a, well, then have just unicorns show up with puppies riding. It's fine.
You can only do that so many times
I mean, there's
before it gets
always room for
boring.
unicorns and puppies. Um, my favorite intrusion. So my biggest problem with intrusions right now is my Numenera group rolls so poorly that I don't get to do the intrusions at random times because they're constantly triggering them on their own by rolling ones. And so it's like my favorite one that we did. Becca was playing the character who's sheathed in a halo of fire, and so she got it into her mind that he really likes to light cabbages on fire. Why cabbages still exist a billion years in the future, I don't know. But they had asked if the cabbage man was the cabbage salesman was somewhere around, so he was now canonically part of our ninth world. And so she got it that when she goes on fire, she likes to chuck flaming cabbages at things. And so they were down in this gorge and kind of like one of the lower economic tiers of the town they were in. They were like local youth. I'm gonna have to go to bed so I'm falling asleep. But
I know I am too.
local youths came up to them and they were just kind of shaking them down, like, "Hey, you're welcome on our street. Give us like a shin." Like I expected them to role play it. No, Becca, I'm gonna th- I'm gonna throw a cabbage at him. All right, okay. And she rolled a 1. So I said, "Okay, well, your cabbage sails over their head and it lands in front of like an apartment complex, and now that's lit on fire." And so they had to go through like all this insanity to try to put this fire out before they put it out. It was just absolutely incredible. Phil says you need a Game Master's Apprentice deck to help with on-the-fly inspirational prompts. And there is indeed a Cypher System GM intrusion deck that you can use. I think there's a Numenera one too. So if you ever need help, flip. There you go. We're done. Who knows? All right, Dave, this has been a lot of fun, but
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
falling
exhausted
asleep.
though.
Yeah, and you got to get to work in the morning.
Oh yeah, but I don't go to work till 11, so
Okay, see, I don't have to work. I'm on.
I
That's
do have
I
to
and
still
I.
get up to get my kid to school. But
School started.
yeah, started today.
Okay, we still have an extra week because they're doing construction at our school. We're like,
Mm,
okay, Jen's freaking out. She
honestly,
can't get into her classroom.
honestly, it makes more sense to start a week from now than deal with Labor Day. But
Who knows?
whatever.
Their school's like starting like the second week of August now. It's so weird. Like, you getting
Yeah,
that in May? Like, what's going on?
that's weird.
I don't know. So, all
All
right.
right.
Well, we're old men yelling at clouds now. So, Dave, where can everybody find you, and what can they buy for you or from you?
You can go to grimwood.games and you can go to my Twitch account. Either one will get you to my drive through where you can buy Ironbound. And hopefully in January, depending on artist and me actually getting my butt in gear, we should have Plaguebound.
Playbound and the Ocean incident.
And the Russian incident will definitely be closer to November ish.
That's I'm looking forward to seeing that. It
Right.
looks Dave
It's
did
an
is
end of
phenomenal on.
August. Yeah, she should be done almost editing it soon, and then we should be good.
And then we'll see. Awesome. All right, Dave. Well, see you later. And everybody, just make sure you invite Dave to your Into the Odd games.
No, I will come and play, but I won't enjoy it.
You'll be grumpy the whole time, but it just which is perfect for Into the Odd. That's the problem. You get grumpy playing, but it's like that's a perfect attitude to have to play into the odd. We're all doomed.
What's funny is I really like some mechanics in it,
It's
but
such a
I
fun
just
system to run. You should try running it.
maybe that's the thing. I need to try to run out.
It is one of my favorite systems to run because it's just insane. It's so great. So,
All
all right,
right. Good night,
let's
all.
go to bed. Good night, folks. We'll talk to you later. Thank you.